XRP, we start with daily chart. Just I want to give you a quick update. And after the price tag 2.9, right now we are within the daily correction. Now what's the next? Whether the price can continue from here or we can expect the next drop before we see the continuation. Anyway, at this point, when we're looking at it, first it depends on the overall market. Is if the overall market continue, I mean, we see the continuation as uptrend, mostly for Bitcoin, and mostly for the Bitcoin. If the price break 111K, then we have to see, we will see this one. Okay, but technically, when we look at the chart, we see the internal flat as a 1, 2, and 3. Okay, we have to be aware of this one first. We don't need to wait for this drop before we look for buy. We have to be aware of this. That's mean at this point, any opportunity for buy, we will take it. If it move in our direction, we keep the trade. If not, then we should know how to manage. But we should know, be aware of this one. If market doesn't move in our direction, and if this possibility happen, we can look for the really good trade setup. Okay, and at this point, based on forward daily chart, I don't see any information or even any trade setup. And if we move to forward chart, all right now we're looking at this. We get this sharp, this candle. We want to see what's the next. Okay, and rather than that, I don't see anything. And this is what we discussed based on the daily chart. We have to be aware of this one. And at this point, based on forward chart, I don't see any trade setup. And if I move to 1 hour chart, right now I'm looking at this. Okay, whether we can consider this one as a flag or not, I'm not really interested to look at this one as a flag because the question is where we should put our entry, either above here or here. And mostly we should put our entry above here, not at this top. Okay, and then again the question is where is the entry, here or here? It depends on the strategy the traders are using. But what we want, if we want to put our entry above this one, we want price sharply tag, break, and continue. Okay, and simply we cannot take the trade because we can expect the price drop at least to 2.37, and I'm not really interested at this point to look for this one as a flag. But again, it depends on the strategy the traders are using, because technically it's not really good trade setup to consider as a flag. Anyway, as I mentioned, if you want to look for buy, we can look for trade setup. We don't need to wait for their next drop, but we have to be we have to be about the possibility for this one. We have to be aware of this. And I don't see anything else to discuss, but the only thing is at this point we're looking for the trade setup. And if we move to monthly chart, after the breakout of 2.9, we're looking for all-time high. 4.2 is the first target after the breakout of the all-time high. Then we can look for 5.4. There are any range between 5.4 and 6 is the best I'm looking for. And it doesn't mean the price cannot break the 6. We can look after the 6, we can look for 8 and even 10. Okay, but the best range I'm looking for 5.4 and following by 6. And I don't see anything else again. Even based on daily chart, we don't see anything to discuss. The only thing is we're looking for the trade setup, and mostly we have to look for the trade setup based on either 1 hour or forward chart. And right now we're looking at this one. We have to make sure about this, all right, because of this possibility. And as I mentioned, if the overall market move, then we will not see, mostly we will not see this one, and we don't need to care about this. Anyway, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. Thanks.